Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to finish our Winter Wonderland project, and some of you may not have been here last week, so if you were not here and you do not have these two pieces of paper, a painted paper and a collage paper, then you will get a blank white sheet of paper to color on, and then for your background, instead of having a painted paper, I'm just going to give you a blue paper, so that will work out best. Now, some of you did not finish painting, and if you didn't finish painting, that's okay. I'm going to show you some tricks in a minute, but the first thing that you are going to do is you are going to make sure that this paper is finished. If this paper is finished, you're going to flip it to the back and you're going to cut out on these black lines. And you see it says 1, 2, 3. That will give you 3 trees. So let me show you guys that. Okay, so you can see I have a tree 1, a tree 2, a tree 3. And then I have scrap paper. And what I want you to do is give this to me. So when you're done, I'm going to have a basket for you to put your scrap paper in. So I'll tell you where that is once this video is over. So now what you're going to do is you're going to flip your trees over. And you are going to draw the branches on them. So you're going to draw a line from the top down to the bottom, right through the middle. This is going to be the trunk of our tree. Okay? And if your tissue paper is coming up, it may be a little difficult, but that's okay. So you do that. And then we are going to draw branches that look like V's. So do that on all of your trees. Okay, now I'm ready to glue my trees down. So I'm going to take my painted paper or my blue paper, and I'm going to decide where I want my trees. But first, I need to decide, do I want my paper like this, or would I like my paper like this? I'm also going to draw some little lines, maybe 2 or 3 lines. And what I want to do is I want to put my small tree on the back, and my larger trees are going to go in the front. So you can arrange your trees wherever you want or however you'd like, but you're going to kind of lay them out and decide where you want them, and then you're going to glue them down. So I think I want my trees there. I'm going to unroll my glue stick. I am going to put glue on my actual tree. So I want to put a lot of glue on there so that it sticks. And then I want to be sure that my tree is straight up and down, because you don't want a leaning tree. Trees stand straight up and down unless they're falling over. So be sure that your tree is standing straight up and down. So remember, your little tree should go closer to the top of your paper, and your bigger trees are going to go closer to the bottom of your paper, and this shows space. This shows that this tree is further back, and so it's smaller. Now, we're almost done, but look, our tree needs a trunk. And I like to kind of come down where that line is, and then add a rectangle. And then I'm going to color that in. So there's my tree trunk. All right, now the last step, when you are totally finished, you're going to put your Sharpie up, you're going to roll your glue stick down, put it away, and when your trees are glued down like this and they're all colored and you have your tree trunk, your branches, you are going to come see me, and I will give you a little cup of paint or possibly a plate of paint. You're going to get a colored pencil, and you're going to dip the back end of this into the paint. And watch this. Now I can make snow. So I can make about 4 or 5 snowflakes at a time. Look, your snow can go on top of your trees. I can also use the tip and make little snowflakes. So you can make big ones and little ones. Now, you'll notice this person, they kind of used the side and colored in a layer of snow. So let me show you what that looks like. So I would get white on here. Oh, we might need a paintbrush for that. That may take forever. But you could add in some snow like that too. All right. Some of you already have white on your paper. So this could be your snow. Right here, you could put a tree right on top. It'll look like it's sitting in the snow. All right. So once you have your snowflakes completed, you will put this on the drying rack. Your snow is your last part. So I'm going to just do a few more snowflakes, and I'm going to show you a couple of other things. Okay, I'm finished. Now, you'll notice I only put snow down here in the bottom. I didn't put it on this hill, so that's okay. And let me just show you a couple of tips. You have these paint sticks, so if you weren't here or if you didn't finish last week, you can get these paint sticks, and you'll notice the trees, they have this colorful tissue paper. Well, we don't really have time to glue, so what we'll do is we'll use these paint sticks, and we'll draw squares of color. So you're going to draw several squares of one color all around. They can be big, they can be little, but we're going to fill up this paper. You can see how quickly I can do this. Just little squares of color. Now I can get a different color, and you decide what colors you want. This is what your trees will be. So I'm just adding squares of color. I'm going to do that until I finish this. You can also, if you did not finish this paper, you could also find a color that's similar. So like this is purple, and I could get a purple paint stick. I don't think that's going to be, no, that's not the same color purple. But you could mix it too. So you could find a color that looks good, that looks similar, and you can just finish coloring it in. So that will work too. You can use the paint sticks to finish coloring in if you want. You might want to leave white, like we talked about, and let it be the snow. All right, so information. Basically, you're finishing anything that you did not finish last week. If you weren't here, you'll get a blue sheet of paper and a blank sheet of paper to use the color sticks on to make your trees. Then you'll start by cutting that out. And if you were here, you're just going to cut out your trees, glue them down, draw on them with Sharpie, then come and get the paint from me to do your snow, and then you'll be finished. Have fun!